Super Thracia, Chapter 6, The Masked Glass. As with Chapter 5, this map is, at its core, very similar to Vanilla. First thing you notice, you start in a completely different position. You don't start over here, and you can't just ignore this group, you have to fight your way through it. And also, you know, Monster Town, it ain't looking so good. You can still visit the same houses you can in Vanilla, and with one exception, I believe you get the same rewards as you do in Vanilla, but I need to show that exception, so I need to play through this first phase. Other than that, this map, there isn't really a stealth component to this map in this version on account of that, on account of the map change and positioning change. You can't just, like, go around the side and ignore basically everything. You have to fight your way through. On the flip side, reinforcements are a bit more lenient. Well, okay, that might be a bit of a lie, but that's something I'm going to be talking about much later. I'm not going to be really covering it quite yet. But there's a bit later that's a bit cool if you don't know what's coming, and if your Leaf is not good at survival, it's gonna be a real bad time for you, let me tell you. I just need to play through this first phase before I can really talk about anything else, so I'm just kind of gonna be silent for a bit, I guess. I don't have a whole lot to say, it's just killing enemies with my ridiculously overpowered units because I made my life easier. I don't know if... Okay, if I kill the mage, Karen can reach it. Oh, I suppose on this, like, since I'm going to be showing a change made to the town, I'll show the new character first. Yeah, Hicks is gone, which is weird given that you still freed Murphy in Chapter 4X. Yeah, that's not Hicks. That is, supposedly, that's Titania. Aside from the red hair, I wouldn't really say she looks like Titania, but she's still an Axe Knight, so I guess it counts. Overall, she's an okay unit. She's okay. That's really all there's to say about her. She's not as, like, oppressive as she is in Path of Radiance. She's just kind of here. As for the castle town changes, other than everything being destroyed, there's the pillars. You can run across all these ruined tiles pretty easily, and there's a bunch of thickets, kind of, basically forcing you to take a specific route. Like, you can't go through the center route. You have to go down here, through this side door, down here, and then through. You can't access that escape point, so you have to go through this forest and down here. And on top of that, you can't open this door. This door doesn't actually function. I believe that makes it... Like, I know you still can reach these houses with foot units, but it's a serious detour that, especially with the added event to this chapter, I wouldn't recommend taking. I think once this group's dead, I'm just gonna wait until the event occurs, just because, yes, it's worth showing. That's pretty much vanilla, except Sias isn't there. It's a Salek portrait. That just falls under the category of one of those things that I have no idea about on account of the story not being translated quite yet. After a while, there's going to be a few reinforcements that are there in vanilla. There's, yeah, these 4 soldiers and these 4 cavaliers are there in vanilla. They show up. I mean, by now you're going to probably be getting towards the escape. Because the event that's going to happen in a few turns here, you can completely avoid it if you just move fast enough. My first run of this chapter, I actually went so fast that I didn't proc the event. Because it's turn-based. It activates, oh, I think it activates 2 turns from now. So it activates on, like, I think, I'm going to go with turn 15 enemy phase. I'm just going to wait again. If this dies, that's whatever, because he probably, oh, I guess not. Okay, yeah. Klaus talks for a bit, and then Leif, if he is not being held by someone else, gets warped down here. And also, about 20 or so legions just spawned down there. Normally, Leif would get attacked by the Cavaliers right now. But yeah, no, so there's a bunch of legions. Again, normally the Cavaliers would be right around here, they'd attack Leif. The soldiers aren't quite there yet. And like I said, the rest of your army should be close to escaping or already escaped, and then all these legions show up, and unless you have, like, Karen ready to pick up the Leaf and head out, you pretty much have to fight your way through them. At face value, this is incredibly dangerous. Flip side, this is an XP farm. If you put, like, Asvel right here, in range of Nano, Leaf, just buff up his Evo, he can kill so many of these guys and reach, like, level 20-something. It's I would like, as much as it's probably safer to just complete this chapter as fast as you possibly can, I recommend waiting around for this event and killing all of these legions to get as much experience as you can, because you are going to want it in this hack. Your two best candidates are probably Asvel and Karen. Asvel just because he's so really good, and Karen because that gets her to promotion faster. And the Flyers are the only unit, like, you sort of want to promote them to tier 2 until level 35, but once you get them to level 35, you want them to be tier 3 immediately so that you can take advantage of Dane's Shield. Speaking of Dane's Shield, I chose to not talk about it in chapter 3 when we saw the kids have it. Dane's Shield nullifies Flyer effectiveness, so a Flyer with it won't take effective damage from bows or wind magic. What it also does, it breaks the AI. A unit with Dane's Shield will not get attacked. And Dane's Shield is a class skill to tier 3 flyers, so if you get Karen or Ada or a new flyer that we'll get soon that I'm just not going to talk about yet, if you get them to level 35, then use a seal and a crown to get them to tier 3, and then they have Dane's Shield, and that is incredibly useful in some of the later chapters, to just have a unit that can go where they please completely safely. Anyway, with this event, that's really all there is to talk about in this chapter. There's pretty much two ways to handle it. One is run out and just get out before these guys show up, or get down here and just kind of wait around for them to show up so you can get a bunch of experience. Otherwise, it's a pretty simple chapter. It's not hard. Honestly, I'd argue vanilla version of this chapter is really easy anyway, but this version might be even easier because you don't really have to go through as much, and you're not constantly getting chased once you get spotted. Nothing spawns until those Cavaliers and Soldiers and then these guys. So yeah, overall pretty easy chapter and a great experience opportunity.